What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Today's video, we got a little bit of player news here for you guys in regards to the summon rush for the weekend, and it will be for the ongoing fusion Granyt here. It will give us the opportunity to pick up one of the void rares as well as the epic. And based on past events, the rare will probably cost about 3,000 points or the equivalent of about 6 sacred shards. And the epic will cost somewhere around 5,500 to 6,000 points or the equivalent of 11 to 12 sacred shards. Now, if you're able to pick up the epic, it does give you the opportunity to skip 4 additional events, which means you could skip the second summoning event, the champion chase, the following week. So it could be worthwhile shard wise going for the epic, and it could also save you a bunch of energy as well if you wanted to skip the dungeon divers, for example. However, for me personally, I'm probably going to skip going for the epic and just pick up the rare as cheaply as possible, and then go into the next week's champion chase with a bunch of mystery shards and other champions to summon, and then just finish the champion chase as cheaply as possible. We will be able to fuse the epics in the champion chase at the end of the fusion, so make sure you save all your epic fuses for that moment. But we will see. Maybe plans change after the summon rush opens, and then we see the values for the epic and the rare. Maybe the epic's really cheap. Who knows? Anyways, guys, so here is the news. We do have a progressive event for the weekend, which lines up with the summon rush. And here are the headline or featured champions in that. First, we have Donatello, Admiral Black Tusk, Freya, Fate Weather, Kaja the Rai, Elva Autumnborn. And then for the voids, we have Titus, Cardio, and Su Zen. So decent crop of progressive event champions here. And they all seem kind of similar. Anyways, let's go over these real quick. So first we have Donatello here. He was the most recent fusion, and obviously Ninja Turtle and all that. Some people have missed the fusion and have asked how to get Donatello. Well, you can pull Donatello from a shard right now. So Donatello, really good champion here. He has good base stats. He has generally a very useful kit, to be honest. Continuous heal on the A1. He has increased speed, cooldown reduction on his A2, and then he has a full team cleanse, continuous heal, and strengthen and turn meter fill on the A3. The passive's also very solid. He has the passive turtle join in attack, as well as an active effect where he can prevent a fatal hit. So generally a pretty solid champion, and yeah, he will be up for grabs if you don't have him already. The next champion up for grabs here is Admiral Black Tusk from the Dwarf faction here. He is the faction Unity champion here. You guys may remember facing off against him in Hard Faction Wars. He is a bit of a pain, mainly for his passive. So when there's 3 dwarves on the team, at the start of each round, place a stone skin buff on all allies for 1 turn. So now you're fighting PvE wave with stone skin. So it's a little bit annoying when that happens. He's a pretty interesting champion. I think he's a good support champion. He has the 3-turn team cleanse ally attack, which is really strong. And then he has the strip and stun on the A3, which is also very strong as well. Also boosts damage of your allies if they're under stun placed by Black Tusk. And then, of course, his A1 places stun as well. He's generally just a decent support if you're running a bunch of dwarves. And yeah, being a faction Unity champion makes him a little bit more rare. But yeah, he's going to be up for grabs for the progressive event. And then after that, we have Freya, Fate Weaver. She was the Deck of Fate guarantee last year during the Asgard event. Very strong champion. I actually use her myself. Similar to Donatello, to be honest. Very similar. I think their kits are probably based off of each other. Good base stats overall, 110 base speeds. Got the A1, AoE provoke. Got the A2, increased defense with a big shield. The big thing about her is that she places her own increased defense, and then her shield comes out and it's ginormous. And then her A3 here, full team cleanse, block debuff with the turn meter boost. So very similar to Donatello. Donatello is a full team cleanse with a continuous heal, strengthen, and then the turn meter fill. So you guys can, be the judge for yourselves which one is better. I think block debuffs is probably slightly better. Donatello does bring increased speed, and Freya brings increased defense with a big shield. So it's a little bit different. So Donatello's A2 seems slightly better because of the cooldown reduction. And then the passives are very similar. Freya also has a prevent death pass active effect here. Sorry, except hers is targeted towards the highest crit damage, whereas Donatello is just the first champion that dies. So it's a little bit different, but it's very, very similar. She's very good. Her A1 actually hits pretty hard too, so you can build out for DPS, and she can do some decent damage for you. After that, we have Kaja the Rise. Kaja the Rise here, right here. So she's from the Bannerlords. I believe she was a guarantee at one point, maybe a Deck of Fate or something. But pretty good base speed here, speed in all battles. She has a turn meter boost. Actually, here it is, the A3 turn meter boost here, 20%. She also has a kind of soft random debuff cleanse, and then she places block debuff, which is nice. And she does bring a team revive, which is also very nice here. Just generally kind of a turn meter booster, cleanser, reviver type champion, kind of like Arbiter, but a little bit more support instead of offensive oriented like Arbiter. But she's definitely a solid champion, especially for the Bannerlords there as well. Up next, we have from the Sylvan Watchers, we have Elva Autumnborn. You guys might run into her when you guys are away from the game for a while, and then Plarium tries to dangle her in front of you for $20 or something. I believe it's part of the revival path or something that you guys can. There might be an offer to get her at some point, but she's a great support champion. 110 base speed with speed in all battles. She brings a single target revive here on a 3-turn cooldown. Also has a 3-turn team-wide cleanse with the block debuff, increased speed, very solid, and the A1 continuous heal. Passive, very, very solid. Passive heals 10%. And then the perfect veil can actually save your bacon once in a while. Don't like that she's under 20k HP, but you know what? She can't be the perfect champion. Would have liked to see her, around 22,000 base HP like the other support champions, but she's still very solid either way. So that is the non-voids. A bunch of support champions coming in for the non-voids. Let's check out the void champions here. So from one of the most recent fusions, we have a Titus. So Titus here, he's basically was meta changing for a bunch of areas here. For Hydra, he's offered a new way for people to do a ton of damage. Very solid champion. I don't know if anybody has super good use for him outside of these Wixwell Titus teams. But that's kind of the main focus for Titus here. He does bring a pretty cool A3 here. Ally protection, increase attack, increase speed, and then a turn meter boost on a single target. And the fact that it instantly activates at the end of an ally's turn if they have no buffs, and if their HP is lower than 100%. So it's kind of a nice little bonus here on a 3-turn cooldown. His A3 is pretty cool, but the big haymaker here is his A2. It's going to be a hit based off of the size of the shield that's on him. And yeah, I would say this guy is a bit of a meta changer for sure. Definitely for Hydra and Chimera, he's the main squeeze for a lot of people, giving people the capability to hit really big. Also clan boss as well, he's going to be massive there. But it's not just him by himself. It has to be a very, very dedicated team, mainly with Wixwell. These two fit really, really well together. The weird thing about Titus is that he has an HP based aura, but his ability here actually gets worse with the more HP that he has. It's actually a really weird setup. So this should probably have been defense in all battles. But yeah, it's a really weird setup for Titus. Just a heads up here. So you don't want HP on Titus, you want defense. And yeah, he's going to be up for grabs. Krakens will probably try to get him just to, +1, +4 their own Tituses. So he's up for grabs. And then up next, we have Cardiel. Cardiel from the Sacred Order here. Where's Cardiel? There he is. Mr. Sexy himself. 106 base speed with speed in all battles. When he came out, he was pretty godly champion, but obviously nowadays he's kind of whatever, but he's still a very, very good champion. He's got the 3-turn block debuffs with the cleanse, revive on death, very nice. And then he brings a full team ally attack, one of the better ally attacks in the game. He's got A1 team heal, which is solid as well, and a cheeky passive here that prevents a little bit of damage against certain factions. And he always, will join in on the attack with the A1, or at least he has a chance to anyways. So you're going to get some more team heals, get a little bit more damage and all of that. That distribution, not the best. He is attack based, but he doesn't deal insane damage. So you much rather have him just be like fast, support, tanky and all that. But yeah, cool champion. Wish I had him on this account. Would be pretty fun. After that, the last champion up for grabs here is Suzanne. So Suzanne here from the Shadow Kin. She's probably going to be the one that I would be targeting, to be honest, if I was going for voids on this event. Suzanne, probably the best turn meter booster in arena right now. 30% speed in all arena battles, which is awesome. She brings the turn meter fill, increased speed, and then turn meter pushback, and then decreased speed. Pretty massive ability. She also brings this instant turn ability, which makes her even more threatening. So she places increased attack, increased crit rate, increased crit damage, and then gives the instant turn to her ally, which is yeah, can be pretty crazy. Obviously, that you put this on the nuker, they go next, and then you get a big blast coming in, right? Her A1's actually pretty annoyingly good. Block active skills on the A1 is super solid, and then she has the turn meter pushback here as well. Very, very good. 110 base speed, and then really good support stats here. 21k HP, 1300 defense here. Super solid champion. And you know, even her passive is actually really good. Increases champion's accuracy equal to the amount of speed that they have. So Suzanne, like, you could easily have like 400 sheet speed, you know, for anybody in the end game nowadays. So you instantly get like 400 accuracy. You don't even have to build it with accuracy, and you already have 400 accuracy, which is pretty solid. But yeah, really, really cool champion. I would probably be targeting her if I was going super hard in this summon rush. So that's probably what I would do. And then for the non-voids, I mean, I would probably go for Black Tusk, even though none of these champions I would particularly want myself. But Black Tusk is a Unity champion, so you're not going to get as many cracks at him as possible. And of course, if you're missing Donatello, then sure, Donatello is pretty solid. After that, I would probably go for Freya here. Freya is just a great champion, very similar to Donatello. And I think if you have Wixwell and you don't have Titus, then definitely try to get Titus if you are pulling void shards. Now, there's no boost or anything happening for the weekend, so we're just pulling with base rates. Never the best situation, but if you're going for the fusion, then I would suggest pulling, obviously. But if you're not going for the fusion, then I would suggest holding on to your shards. There's no real reason to do this event if you're not going for the fusion, right? So definitely don't be too loose with your shards. Definitely hold on to them, and just skip this event if you're not going for the fusion. And yeah, have a stress-free and enjoyable weekend. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys have some good luck with your pulls. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are planning to do. Thanks for watching until the end, and I'll see you guys in the next video.